Hi, this is Allie from Allie Cats Crafts. I'm here to bring you another alteration of the 2025 July Sweeter with You paper pumpkin kit. So now I think I'm up to 23 now or 22, something like that. I think I just posted one earlier this morning that I did yesterday. And as you know, if I try to upload things at my house, it takes, 24 hours. So I started last night thinking, oh, well, I have a new phone, it'll go faster. No, it's all about the internet. So the minute I drove out this morning, like at 7:30, I went somewhere. I had to go to the store and get a couple things. And I hit the cell phone towers. Within 15 minutes, it was completely uploaded and ready to go. So there's another video up there. Sorry it took so long. I try to do at least one a day if I can. So anyways, with this today, we're making 3 cards, and they're going to be shaker cards. I was watching my friend's YouTube. She was doing the sailboat bundle, and she's Allie's Wonderland, Allie's Creations Wonderland on YouTube. I really need to look it up and know exactly what her thing is, because I want to do a shout out to her. She did one for me, and she does amazing videos. Her alterations are a little bit different from mine, but sometimes I copy her because she has good ones, and I don't know if she copies me or not, but we send stuff back and forth to each other. And it's fun. So I'm going to do 3 shaker cards. I got inspired because she was doing a shaker card out of an envelope. And so I thought I would do some shaker cards using these little bags that I bought a long time ago, or someone may have given them to me, and I brought them back because I used to live in California. I've been in Texas here for almost 4 years, but these bags are 6 inches by 4 inches. They won't go completely over the card because I have some that go specifically shaker cards, but that's actually good because now I'm going to do something different with these. It's the easiest way to make a shaker card, trust me. Okay, so I took part of the envelope, and I'm using this piece right here, the little basket, and I took and my strawberries, cut out the bottoms, and I glued them down here. But these are the ones I stamped out and I fussy cut. I took them real close so you wouldn't see the white lines on here. Okay, so it looks like there's strawberries on the bottom. Allie had shown that in one of her tutorials, and I thought, ooh, I like that idea, so I'm going to have to do that. So we're going to first glue this down, and the reason I decided on the envelope for this, because I thought a basket of strawberries on a picnic table would be really cute, and the edge of this envelope has like a scallopy edge, and I thought that looks just like a tablecloth on a picnic table. See? So in order to make this fit, I'm going to put this whole piece inside of my inside of that plastic bag to make the shaker card. So in order to do it, you need to have your envelope, which is right here, and it's garden green, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4, and folded, and very easy. So that's your first thing. Then you're gonna when you glue this down, because this is going to be part of the shaker card, make sure you go close to all the edges so there's no lifted edges. So the next step I'm going to do is I will take, and I want to put my basket so it's sitting right there on the table just like that. So I'm going to arrange my flowers, but I have my little mice here. Okay, so I want to point one thing about the mice. So if you're using the alcohol markers, you have to use a certain ink. Don't just use anything. So I have marked mine. This says watercolors. That stays on. That means when I use my watercolor markers, the markers we get from Stampin' Up!, which are these markers right here, that's the ink that you need to stamp on your paper so the ink doesn't move, okay? It'll move around and leave like a grayish color. So that's what you use for these markers. Now, if you want to make the alcohol markers work, and I've marked it, see, all mine are marked, watercolor only, alcohol, you want to use the Memento. but you gotta stamp it and then wait a few minutes. You know, wait at least, I like to wait at least 5 minutes. The longer the better. And what'll happen is these markers do not run into the ink. And I'll show you what I did. See, I just colored this a few minutes ago. The alcohol markers do blend in much better, but if you're doing small spots, the watercolor ones are wonderful, and I love those because they're fast and easy. So I'm going to color this mouse to show you, and I just color it in, and I'm using my alcohol markers. I don't have the Stampin' Up! One yet, so I use the Spectrum Noir, and this is the light, and I'm using the brown gray blend, okay? So I color his little face and his little arms and his cute little body. I love these mouse ones. Like I said in my last one, when I got this kit, I envisioned having mice, and I searched through all my stamps. So I'm gonna use the pale pink, the light one for his ears. I searched through all my stamps, and at first I didn't find one, and then I found one, an older one, and it's the party mouse, and he has a little balloon, and I used that guy on another project, a couple projects. So there's my 2 mice, and I'll show you what they look like. They're all colored now. See the cute little pink ears? It's kind of blurry. There we go. Okay? So those are my mice. So now I want to arrange my strawberries how I want them to go. So I will take, I want to put one right here, and I have some half strawberries. So when I did the bottom of this, I used the other half of this for the bottom. Put my little strawberries in here. So, and I want to put this down a little bit low. I'm just seeing what it looks like because it's easier to do. Then I'm going to put one up here, and I think one right there. But I do need to be aware of the fact that I'm going to stamp for my sweet friend. So I need to move the basket over a little bit more. Actually, you know what I think I'll do? I'm going to go ahead and stamp it right now. That way, because I kind of know where I want my basket. That way I don't accidentally put it in the wrong spot. So I think I'm going to use the Garden Green ink this time. You know what? Actually, I'll do Secret C, so it'll show up more. So I need to pick this up, put it on my Stampin' Purist mat, which is right over here. You know, sometimes when you create, everything gets thrown over on the side. That happens with me. I have this counter, and yeah, so I can't find it. I'll just do the best I can. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna tap, 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 line this up where I want it, which I want it right up here in the corner. Because in a shaker card, you don't want too many pieces down. So there it is, right there. That turned out really good. Grab a scrap paper, close up my ink so I don't get my hand in it. I'm gonna get my nice little chamois and clean off the ink so it looks ready for the next stamp, okay? So that's nice and clean. I'll set this aside. So now that I know where this is, oh, goodness gracious, I noticed something that I did. Hold on. I have to get my little pin out here, which I dropped. I noticed the D did not look very good. So I'm going to take my little pen here and draw it better. Now it's better. It's not totally perfect, but that's okay. And they're art liners from Spectrum Noir. I've had these for years. I'd say probably like 10 years, and they write still. When you store your ink, your pens, you should always store them like this. If you store them like this, it's not good. In this, all the ink kind of goes down, so you need to store it like that. And the Spectrum Noir markers, these are not markers, they're permanent ones. And I got it before I was doing Stampin' Up, so that's why I have so many of these things and just haven't gotten any more. So I'm gonna put this little strawberry back here. And then this half one, I'm gonna toss him so it looks like he's poking out of the bottom. So you see his little leaves. So now I kind of have what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue Here it is. This part down so far. Okay? So I want to take and put it like right about here. So it's sitting on the tablecloth. Okay? And then I'm going to start putting my strawberries down now that I kind of know what I want. And this one got a little ink, so I will put him. I need to make sure I glue all the edges so none of the sequins that I put in here will go up under that. You don't want that. So I'll put this one over here, going around all the edges, see? That little strawberry is going to go right here. And then I'll grab this one. It's important you get all your edges, especially since you're doing like a shaker card. You want to have all those edges taken care of. You don't want them, anything getting under it. So you want to take and do that. So that's why I make sure it's done like that. So I put that one down there because he's a half a guy. So I'm going to grab this one. And you can tell I was practicing on the back. Always use the back. I don't care. Oh, goodness gracious. I didn't think about this part. Where's my ticker picker? It's right here. Right where I had it. I'm going to put them right up under there. So it doesn't cover my words. I'm going to slip some glue under there because I don't want nothing to get under there. Okay, and then right here. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing here. Make sure nothing's sticking up at all. And that's what's nice about this little fine glue dispenser, is that you can do that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put this one about right there. So I need to get all these little edges. This is the top one. Try not to leave too much glue. You don't want glue left on the card itself because they'll stick to that too. Around all the edges. Put my last little strawberry here. Grab my ticker picker. Pick up the strawberry top a little bit. It's kind of sticking really good. And just put that right about right there. Okay? And I'm going to grab my glue again, go right up under these pieces again. See what I'm doing? Let me get up real close so you can see. See, I'm pulling it back a little bit. Putting a little bit of glue under there. And then pushing it down, making sure there's no residue. So my strawberries are all packed on there. So this little mouse, I think I kind of wanted him up maybe about right there. So he's kind of like sticking his head out of the, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, actually. Maybe he won't go. Or she. Oh, I think right there. She's hanging out right there. Let's stick her right here. So she's just hiding amongst the strawberries, okay? And I think this guy, this half one that I did, I'm going to put him right here and the mouse right there like she's eating it or something, okay? When you have these little bags that I have, shaker cards are so easy. You would not believe it. I mean, just trust me. When you see what I do, you're going to go, wow. Unless you've already seen this type of stuff. Okay. So I'm going to put that mouse right there. Make sure everything's nice and down really good. Check my edges. And I noticed I went a tiny bit over. You don't want to go over. Just trim it off. No big deal. When his tail's too long. Okay, so that's your card. Oh, I have my little worm here. Should I stick him up there? Might as well. He's here, right? Actually, maybe I'll have him down here just for fun. Like a hidden something. Or over here by the, ooh, right here. Right there. So he just came down off of the basket of strawberries. He was hungry. Okay, so now, I think I need to put one right there. I'm gonna tuck my last little strawberry leaf, so it looks like there's some strawberry leaves down, like there's a strawberry hidden down there. Then I'm gonna go up under here, make sure that's glued down. Okay, and double check, make sure there's no glue residue. And then get my top to my glue. Okay. The next thing, you're going to grab your little bag. And the back's going to go in the back part. So you're going to take your card that you've already decorated and you're going to stick it in your bag. Now, see how it fits nice and snug? That's what you want. So the bag is 4 inches by 6 inches. The card I cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. So 3 7/8, so it slides in there nicely. So we're getting close. And now I have my sequins here that I've had for years. Hobby Lobby, I buy this every year when it's 50% off, buy a bag, and then I take and I have a lid, and underneath my counter, off to the right here, right there, I have a whole row where we stapled the lid up under the bench, up under it, so it hangs down like this, and then I take my jar and I screw it in, and I can see all my sequences. So in reality, it'll look like this, hanging from the thing. So if you look at it, say the shelf's right here. So you have all your different sequences. So that's how I store my sequins. It works well. So now I'm gonna grab, on this side only, you wanna put the sequence on here. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of sequence and kind of look at it and say, is that enough? It's looking like it, but you know what? I think I need some green in there. So I got I call it my St. Patrick's sequence jar because that's the only time I ever really use the green. But now I'm using it for this. Oh, there was a blue one that went in. I don't know how that happened, but it's too late. So now I just kind of fold it over to see what it looks like. I'm going, ooh, I like that. That's about the right amount. See, and notice how it doesn't stick up in that area? Well, it sticks right there by that one. So I could go back in there because there's enough room. Push it down a little bit to make sure there we go. So I move it around. There's that blue one. Let's pull that one out. So there's enough room in this envelope to where you could get stuff out that you don't want in there. Or if you have too much, you could just dump it out. And here it comes. There, I got the blue one out. Don't want to put it back in the jar though. So now that you've done that, I'll move my sequence aside. You'll now take off this little backing here and you will put it as tight as you can right across the back. Okay? So that's your shaker card. Pretty easy, huh? Next step, I'm gonna move that out of the way and put it in the trash. You're going to glue it to your card front. Look at that, easy peasy. So there's 2 ways you could do it. You could use your glue. You could use your tear and tape. I will use tear and tape and glue to hold it down because it's a plastic coating. But sometimes I just use glue. So if you only have tear and tape, use tear and tape. If you only have glue, use glue. So I'm going to go all the way to the edge because you want it nice to get down there. You don't want it to come up. That's the deal. Bring that one over there. That one right there. Okay. My taker pick is... Lost my taker pick again. See, that's the problem. Sometimes you lose your stuff. So I'll push it down really good. Okay. Then I'll just grab another one for my Cricut. Now this is an old tool. It's one of the first Cricut ones. Every once in a while I use it still. Like if I'm gonna make t-shirts, I could do the iron-on stuff, and that works really well. So now I'm gonna take my card and make sure this is the right way, because this is the way you want it. Even it out as best I can. Actually, I want to put some glue on here too. I forgot. Ugh. Sticks to your fingers a lot. So let's put a little line of glue all along here, just in case the tear tape gives away, because I don't trust it, to tell you the truth. Never have. I had a problem a long time ago with that kind of stuff, and I don't trust it anymore. So you're gonna even it out, get it nice and even, push it down, and you have your shaker card. Very simple, easy. It's just a fun card. And I've kind of done this design a little bit, but not in the shaker card. So you just move it around. See, it always pops out from wherever it's gonna be. And that's your shaker card. And look, here's your little worm down here. And the mouse. I love these mice. So that's the first one. Okay? So let's go on to the second one. Second one. Actually, I'm going to do this other one first. So this one is going to be stenciled. Now remember when I took apart my kit, and I took all these little pieces that started out looking like this, and I taped them off, and I made myself some stencils. So you saw that I made a stencil with one, so I'm going to show you how I do it with this one, because this one's a little bit different. Let me get a scratch piece of paper. Nice little scratch. And what I want to do, okay, so originally I had two that I was going to stencil, right? And I thought, well, no, I think I want to do something different. So I'm going to get my Poppy Parade and my little brushes that my friend Lori sent me. Thank you very much. I just love them. So I want to go off the page. And the reason I tape this off, because I only want to do one at a time, I've decided. So I'm going to go like this. Okay, so here's my red one. And then I'm going to grab my green ink. Here, let me get it. My Garden Green. So Poppy Parade and Garden Green. And I have to be very careful because, you know, sometimes this happens, you know. We just get in there and start doing it. So here's one. Okay, and then I think I'm going to put a strawberry maybe right there. So I'll continue with the green since I'm right here. So the stenciling is so easy. You know, it's easy. And that's why I like doing it. And you can make so many cards doing this. And it's just, and they look beautiful. See, look, here's another one. Isn't that pretty? I'm just like shocked that it's so pretty. So I'm going to go along. I'm going to do this one. Do one on the corner here. So I'll do the red and I'll do the green next. And Lori, this, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love these. I use these all the time. See, look how it's looking so far. And we're just going to put strawberries all over here. That's all we're going to do. And I think I might put one upside down, because I think it would look really cool. There's no need to keep it one way, right? You don't have to. It's your card. So I'll go to the red or the Poppy Parade. Do that one. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here, and I think I'll do this one sideways just for fun. So you have to go off when you do inking, when you do stenciling stuff, because if I go directly on, see how it looks like that? You don't want that. So I'll do that. I'm going to go back to the green. I try to do them at the same time, because if I lift it up, then you have to realign it up, and that's sometimes not easy. So I think I will go maybe this direction with this one. So I'm going to continue with the green, because I already have it on my finger, might as well, right? I'm going to go to the Poppy Parade, Garden Green Poppy Parade, and I'm holding it real still. If you want to take washi tape, you could hold it down, and that works well. So I think I'll put another one right here. It's going to be half of the Poppy Parade and half of Garden Green. So just doing just the corner of it. Oh, I did it in the red. Did you see that? Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Well, that one's gonna have a little bit darker of a leaf. That's okay though. It'll be in the corner, so it's all good. So I'll take and put this one, maybe right there. Oh, I don't need green this time. Just Poppy Parade. And you're done stenciling it. So that's the bigger strawberries that I thought we'd do that one with. So I'm using the paper, and I took and did my washi tape around. I showed you in one of the first videos how I did that. So that is that, and that is done. So the next step is I want to stamp my sentiment. Life is sweeter with you. So I'm gonna grab the garden green. This one's a very fast, fun, and easy one. And I'm going to stamp it right in the middle. Life is sweeter with you. Hold it down. Perfect. That's how that one's gonna go. And like I said, this one's the simplest one. So I'm gonna grab it, put it in my plastic bag. I just wanted to make a nice little simple sweet one. Life is sweeter with you. Look at how cute that is. So now I'm gonna bring back in my sequence. And I want to do a little bit of this. I love that. And I'm gonna use a little bit of the green. You don't need that much, which is nice. So that one's perfect. You're done with that one. Oops. Knock the jars together. Pull back my backing. Pull it nice and tight. And seal it. And this time I wanted to use a red card base. So make sure it's opened up like that. Look at how cute that is. That's just a very fun, easy card, isn't that? So if you go on Amazon, you could buy these little baggies and do the fastest shaker cards you'll ever believe. And all you have to do is come up with the design. You could glue stuff down like I did, or you could just do stenciling. You could put stickers on here if you want. That's what's really cool. Okay, so there, whoops, I shouldn't have overlapped that, but that's okay. Let's get that even. And this is a fun card, very fun, very easy. The beginner could do this card. That's what makes it so easy. So it's a card that if you don't know how to do this, how to do shaker cards, it's a good beginner card. And I didn't find this out till later on that I could do this. I'm going, oh man, I wish I had known that. I would have been doing shaker cards all along, because usually I'll take and I'll have to do foam. And sometimes I like doing the foam thing, so I don't mind that. But sometimes I want to do the whole thing all at once. If I'm doing a specific area, I'll do the foam. But when I'm doing a big area like this, it's better to use this. So I'm going to grab my little pieces, and I overlapped it, which I shouldn't have done, and that's why I'm having so much trouble with coming off. But it's not that much trouble. I'll grab my glue. Go around the edges, just to extra whatevers. And it sticks to me, of course. So I'm going to make sure that it's the right side up and line it up so it's nice and even. And get that up a little bit higher. See, with that double stick tape, you don't have any movability, and that's very frustrating to me. I like to have it move around. Okay, that's better. Put that on there. So here's the second shaker card. Very fun, easy, stenciling, and that's it. I got a little glue there, which I'll take my eraser and get off in a little bit. But it moves around nicely. So the third card. So a while back, I had done a fun stenciling thing, so I thought I'd take advantage of that. So then I brought in this part of the flap. Yet again, that flap has been used quite a bit in my cards. So I'm going to glue it down flat on one edge. And I'm going to put it right over here because it looks really good with the green. I thought that would be really pretty. So now I'm going to put hello friend, and I think I'm going to do it in the red, or the Poppy Parade. So I'm going to stamp hello friend. Now I cut it apart, and then I brought it and I laid it on here how I wanted it, so I could do it like this. I'm going to put it right about the middle, hold it down, and pick it up. And hello friend. And then I'm going to do my bumblebees that I had already stamped out and fussy cut. Let me find the other bumblebee. I had 3 of them. Well, I have more up here, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to grab my bumblebees. And my glue. I have glue all over my hands as always. Make sure I get all the little edges. Okay. I want one bumblebee on this strawberry to be hanging out. And I think I want one like right about there on the top of that one. Don't want to cover up my word, all of the D. A little bit's okay. And I'm making sure I get around all the edges. So I think, you know what? This one's going to have to be right there. Okay, and I'm going to go around and make sure I get all the little edges because we don't want our sequence to get caught up under there. And it's not the end of the world if it does. It's no big deal. Okay? So, there's that. So that one's done. I did a lot of prep work, like I told you. So I'm going to stick this in the hair again. Do the same thing. Grab my sequence. And put some sequence in here. Grab my green sequence. Hope there's no blue in here. That was crazy that happened. I don't know. Well, I tell you, sometimes what happens is when I was moving everything in, one of the boxes fell over. And originally I didn't have it in jars when I first put on my sequence. I had these little jars I got from Dollar Tree, and the lids would always pop off. I like that, the right amount of sequence. And what happened was the lid had popped off, and a lot of my sequence got mixed up. So some of it, and I did the best I could to sort it out. It was a pain, but I did it. So here's my third one. Let me get, oh, I don't have a piece of paper cut. Hold on one second, I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. I'm gonna use, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna use the Poppy Parade on this one. I was gonna use the Garden Green, and I decided, yeah, I think the Poppy Parade looks better. So I will grab my cutter out, and I'm going to cut it at 5.5. So I have the Stampin' Up! One, but I also have this one. And the blades of my Stampin' Cut, my Stampin' one, this one, Stampin' Up! One. I have to keep buying these blades, which I don't have any right now. I have one over there, but it's very dull, so I kind of don't use it very much anymore. I use this one instead. I'll get some next time I do my next order. So I'll fold it in half. You can score it if you like. It's really up to you. Take my bone folder and press it down really good. And I'll take my tape, put it right across there. And grab this side, do the same thing. So I don't know if you know this trick about the shaker cards, how easy they could be. If you don't, now you know. Anybody can make a shaker card, as long as you know about this one little trick. Allie does it with envelopes, which is pretty much the same thing. She seals them up exactly. And I've done envelopes before several times. I just haven't done it lately. And I thought, when I saw her doing the envelope tutorial, I thought, ooh, I'm going to use my bag. I forgot all about this. Put that down really good. Get your picker pick if I had it, but I'll just use this for now. I probably dropped it on the floor. Everything falls on the floor in here. I'll find it later. I'm not worried about it. This happens. Throw away all my little papers. I just kind of threw them all over the table, didn't I? I don't like doing that because then I have to clean up a bigger mess when I'm done. I like to just be done, you know? So when you cut your insert, cut it a little bit smaller than what the paper is because you want the card to fit in there perfect. But you don't want it so small that sequins will follow behind it. So I put my glue on there, picking it up, making sure my card's the right way, and line it up the best you can, and put it down. So I think that's crooked. That needs to go up a little higher on this edge. Ugh. That's better. Okay, so here's my third shaker. Hello, friend. And just shakes up, and it's just a nice, fun, easy card. So here's the 3 cards that we made today. All shaker ones. The inside, which I did not do yet. Let me get some paper real quick and I can show you what I was going to do on the inside. It's pretty much the same on all of them, but all my cards. And I also have this left over from my last card that I haven't done with. I have it all done, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I haven't decided. That could be another shaker too. You never know. I'll have to figure it out. I could probably use a shaker. So I have one more video I'm probably going to make, and it might be more shaker cards using different techniques, but these are the 3 right now. And let's grab some white paper. Just use a regular one, and I will cut up some and make some inserts for these really quick. So let's do, usually it's 5 1/4. It's usually what I do. So I'll go 5 1/4. I'll grab the other one, do 5 1/4. So I never really give you the dimensions of the inside. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen and friends. So I'll put them together and I'll do 4 inches. So you go 1/4 of an inch smaller than the card. So the card, when it's folded in half, something happened here. That is shorter than I thought. Now, wait a second. Let me look at this really quick. Huh. No big deal. We'll just make it at 5 inches. If you make a mistake, it can be a little bit smaller. It's not going to hurt anything. And then I'll just go 3 3/4. So it evens out. So 3 3/4. And then we'll do this one at 5. I don't know what, I must have used this paper for something, didn't even realize that. 5 by 3 3/4. As long as they're even around the edges, that's all that really matters. So I have my card bases for 4 cards, but I only needed 3, and I'll save these for putting sentiments on. That's what's really cool. So I'm going to bring in my scratch paper, and I will real quickly do these, and I could do them all at once, which is nice. So I will lay that one right there, and that one right there, and this one right there. I'm going to grab out, let me close up my ink. No, I don't need to close up. I'm going to be using that for a second. It's nice and warm, so it's all good, right? Life is sweet with a friend. Oh, that is so cute. I love this card. See, the stenciling looks really good too, which is really nice. And we just used something from the kit. That's all it was. And this was from the circles. These strawberries, I cut them out of this. Well, actually I didn't. I used the stamp and fussy cut. And then I used the stencil here in part of the envelope. Very fun, easy cards, and you saw how fast they were to make, which I couldn't believe when I'm going, wait, I could do this. This is fast. So I could do 3 at once. It'd be really nice. I think the ladies would like this. So I'm going to use this cute little greenery this time. And I'm going to put it, so one card goes this way and the other 2 go this way. So I got to be mindful of how I'm going to stamp it. So I'll put this right at the side just like that. Okay, so that's one of them. And I think I'll do the same thing again, which I think this is really cute. And this one, I'm just gonna go up each side like this. There we go. That looks really cute. I think I like it. So this will go in this card. Very fun, easy card. Sometimes I find the easy ones actually look prettier than the ones that I actually spend a lot of time doing, but I also love the other ones a lot. I love doing the details. So there's the insert. See, it's just a little bit smaller, but it's not, there's plenty of writing space. So that's the first one. And the envelopes are going to be the same. I just have to go find them. They're right over here on my table. Put some glue around this, just like this. Open up my card and glue it on the inside. Okay, so that's the second one. And then here's the third one, same thing. Here we go. So here's the 3 checker cards we just made. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day and have fun. Go out and get some of these baggies and make yourself some shaker cards. Okay, bye.